and welcome to this video where we will be creating an AP web server from scratch. It's almost the same as the web server we created in the previous video, but it's a little bit different because we are going to be using AP. Now to get started, let's open up Arduino. We'll wait for it to open, and now you want to go to your sketch, and I'm going to make it bigger. This time you only have to include one library, and it's the ESP8266 Wi-Fi library. Now we can define our SSID name. So we're going to call it NodeMCU because we're defining our own Wi-Fi network. And the password, for my preference, is just this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Just zip around the keyboard. Now we can define our server. We'll put it this time into a Wi-Fi server, and it's a server on port 80, not 180. Now in the setup, we can get started by defining the Wi-Fi mode. And it's Wi-Fi, all caps, _AP, and it should turn blue. Then you want to say Wi-Fi.soft, AP, SSID, and password. Now we can define the serial at 115200, and then we can begin the server. Now, let's save the sketch to the desktop, and I'll call it Web Server AP. Now, let's go to the loop. Inside the loop, we want to start by defining a client. We'll call it client. It's okay if it's orange because that's the way it's supposed to be. We'll call it server.available. Now, if there is no client, so if !client, which means if the client is false or it's just not there, then we'll return and redo it. So we just skip the code below it, and then we go back to the top of the loop if you type in return. Now, let's define the request. So we're saying that the client does exist, and we'll call it client.readString until, and it'll be \r. And I have to put in a semicolon. Then we can print the request, just to make sure that we know we received it. Now we can flush the client, and we're going to check the requests index. So request.index of /homepage, or actually we'll put in the / first, or actually the homepage, sorry, is not equal to -1. So that means the request does have homepage in it. Then client.print, this is printing the HTML, welcome to the homepage. And we are done with that part. And then else, we want to say client.print welcome to the root directory. Else if request.index of, and it's just a / is not equal to -1. And else, we'll just say client.print print line, or just print invalid directory. Now what we can do is I'm actually going to do that. And now if you notice, we're going to have a problem here because it's always going to find this inside. So it's going to look for this case before it looks for this case. So even if we put in like slash and then a bunch of gibberish, it's not going to call invalid directory. It's going to call welcome to root directory because it looks for this one first. So how can we fix this? Now, what we can do is we can do this. So let's take that out. And instead, we can print. Actually, I think we're just going to keep it this way. And we're going to delay 1. Now, serial dot print line, because we know it's not going to be called. Client disconnected. Okay. Now we are done. Now we can download this to our thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go download it to our NodeMCU. Okay, so now we can press the upload button. Takes a while to compile, but now it's uploading anyway. And as you can see, it's currently flashing. Right there, you can see that LED flashing. That means it's receiving data from the computer. Okay, it's close now. It's about to hit 91 or 92%. 92, and now it's done. Let's go to the serial monitor. And it doesn't print anything yet. But what we can do is we can go to our Wi-Fi menu, and we can find NodeMCU somewhere. There we go. Let's connect to NodeMCU, and it should ask you for password 12345678990. And you're going to lose Wi-Fi connection if you do this, sadly. So this is not a preferred method. I prefer non-AP because you can still have internet connection. Now we're connected. Let's go to our web browser, and it's always a default address of 192.168.4.1. Now we can go to /homepage. Welcome to the homepage. And if we go to the serial monitor, you can get all these things. So that's good. Anyway, that was our project. It was pretty simple. It didn't take as long as the non-AP, but it has some disadvantages. And in the future, when we're going to build our car, we're going to build it both ways. But I would prefer to use a non-AP method. It's just another way. Either way works. It doesn't really matter at all. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.